Simcha, celebration, Simcha, Simcha, celebration of life.
Hello, welcome to Simcha, a celebration of life. I'm Nikki Wallman. Man's inability to understand his fate, let alone accept it, is a recurring theme in all the arts, from Rodin's thinker pondering his fate to the biblical Job asking, why me? What am I? These questions are common to all cultures. In his book, Be a Mensch, Dr. Moshe Kaplan has gathered a fascinating group of thinkers, activists and academics to bring their particular insight to the problem of individual character and ethics.
אני מתחייב לא לדון אף אדם
על פי מראהו, לבושו או השתייכותו לחברה מסוימת.
אזהר שלא לעשות הכללות.
ואני אשתדל תמיד
לראות את האדם שמאחורי החזות החיצונית.
אדון כל אדם לכף זכות. להשתדל תמיד
לראות את הטוב שבכל אדם.
ולהאיר כל נקודה טובה.
בואו ניצור מציאות ישראלית חדשה.
מציאות של סובלנות.
אחווה ונכונות. ביחד אנחנו יכולים.
לאפשר.
I had written a book called The Holy Life. Actually, it was an anthology, and which was a collection of essays. And someone told me I should write a sequel. So what am I going to write a sequel? I can't write. I'm not really a professional writer. So a friend of mine said, write a book called Be a Mensch. We got all these people to agree to publish chapters, and we put together the book. I decided I wanted to get all the different aspects of life: a businessman, a professor, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a philosopher, a doctor. All these people have already established their reputation as menschlich people. The game theory is Professor Almond, that's what he won his Nobel Prize for, and Professor Tversky, he's a psychiatrist, and Howard Jonas is a businessman. So each had their own story about why being a mensch was, or either a philosophical or a practical level, why that was the key to a life of health, happiness, wealth, and love. If you want to be a wealthy person, be a mensch.
My definition of a mensch is more a person who is consistently living with integrity. He's consistent with his values. Most importantly, he treats every human being with respect, even people that he doesn't agree with. And a true inner respect. And we believe that philosophy is really the key to creating a harmonious country in Israel and perhaps in the rest of the world as well.
It makes for a more happy society, and it makes for a happy person. As we said, you're going to be a healthy, happier, wealthier person. And one of the chapters in the book is written by a friend of mine who's a doctor, and he talks about the bad effects on your body, of your health, of, for example, anger, and other bad personality characteristics, how they affect your health. So it's good for you, it's good for the world, and makes you happier and everybody around you happier.
I was inspired by the book, and the flash I got was that this is a book that's very much attuned to, we'll call it American culture. My concept was, I said to him, why don't we just translate this book into Hebrew, publish it by a major publishing company, and try to integrate this concept fully into Israeli society.
We know there are different relationships. There's a person has a relationship with himself, he has a relationship with his fellow man, and he has a relationship with the world at large. And one of my good friends, she's a professor of conflict resolution, and she uses the same principles on a greater scale for conflict resolution between different countries. Respecting each other and having dignity, and so we want to bring it down to the individual, personal level, that which could be used in any in any country in the world. Because once you have a grassroots campaign in the country for people respecting each other, you can bring that to the highest level, any level that you want. So I think it's a great idea. I think it can be used in any country in the world.
The Be a Mensch program brings together segments of Israeli society that would not normally interact. Together with the Jewish Agency for Israel's Partnership Together program, Be a Mensch hosted and facilitated meetings in Beit Shemesh to discuss the importance of mutual respect and the danger of standing by while bullying and other negative acts are perpetrated.
It turned out that we decided we could create a Be a Mensch Foundation. And as fate would have it, the Jewish Agency for Israel has a program with a partnership with the South African community, and also Washington, D.C. is partnered with the city of Beit Shemesh in Israel.
Partnership was started in 2000. It's called Partnership 2000, to find a dialogue from the Israeli Jews with the Jews living in diaspora. We, South Africa, we have a branch Cape Town and Johannesburg. We are in the partnership with Beit Shemesh, Mate Yehuda area, and Washington, D.C.
And they had the wisdom to understand that they should run a contest to see which organization has a proposal to, quote-unquote, heal Beit Shemesh. We entered and we were fortunate enough to win this contest, and we got the mandate.
The problem that we have today at Beit Shemesh, as I know again, that most of the half of the Beit Shemesh become very, very religious, but really ultra-religious, and the other half of Beit Shemesh, they are not religious at all. So of course it clashes because people are driving on Shabbat, and you know the religious don't like it, or the restaurant can't be open, and it's always our clashes.
We've done about 50 community meetings in Beit Shemesh between the secular and the religious, between the national religious and the what's called the Haredi.
They invite young people to meet with young people from the secular section with the religious section and discuss. And they found that they have more or less the same problems, you know, and they try to find a way how they can live together in coexistence.
We made dialogue between the various factions in the community to everybody learn how to respect each other and be more considerate.
We like to feel that the quiet that Beit Shemesh has been experiencing over the last year or two, we like to feel that we do have some part in that. Our concept is one mensch at a time. We're not a silver bullet. We're not here to solve the whole world's problems. But if we can create a series of grassroots one-on-one encounters between groups of people, we have found that that is a life-changing method. And it certainly has been successful in Beit Shemesh. And it's our goal really to replicate this throughout other communities in Israel.
We hope to take that idea that we did to put it in the schools, and which we've started to do, and also in the society at large, and go to cities around the country where there's some social friction, and try and develop a dialogue and improve the happiness in the society, so everybody's respecting each other, and even if they don't agree, they don't have to agree with each other, but they at least respect each other, and this will make for a happier and healthier society. I definitely think that this is the inspiration to solving the world problems between different peoples. They had the World Hunger Project, I remember, I think 20 or 30 years ago. I think that was and philosophically a good idea, and I think this is the World Mensch Project. I think also is an excellent idea, but I think right now, before I take on the world, first I'm trying to take on myself and this little country called Israel, and if we can develop a country of Mensches here, then we can maybe spread it to the rest of the world.
In the Jewish worldview, everyone can be a winner. Success is not a rat race between me and the next guy. It is between me and myself. The rat of selfishness, the rat of unhealthy desires, the rat of laziness, the rat of depression, all live within each of us. True success in life means beating these inner rats before they beat us.
Well, that's all we have for you this week. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you've missed any previous shows, you can find them on our website at www.spiritsister.co.za. And of course, we do love hearing your comments and suggestions, so find us on Facebook at Spirit Sister Productions. As always, from me, Nikki, and the entire Simcha team, shalom and have a safe and peaceful week.